There is nothing coming out. I think it helps if I put it on the right way. It won't work. Fine. Welcome back to yet another episode of TACG. In this video, I'm struggling hard with flushing the cooling system. Welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm flushing my coolant system, but first, let's check how good or bad my coolant is. In the service manual, it reads, I think every 5 years it has to be flushed, or every 12,000 miles. I didn't reach 12,000 miles even close, but 5 years went by really fast. Honestly, not as bad as I thought. It reads about minus 35 degrees of Celsius. So maybe I don't have to flush it, but the last time I flushed the system is roughly about 4-5-ish years ago. It's really hard to reach down there. Nope. There is it. There it is. Nope. I can't reach it. Okay, I can feel it, but there's not enough space to turn it. No way. Let me show you this, because there's the steering box, the gearbox. Here's the steering gearbox. And this thing, I gotta turn open. Doesn't even look that good. Pretty rusty, so maybe I have luck. So let's fiddle around with it a little more. Oh yeah. So there comes the coolant. Ooh. That looks good. I mean, the coolant doesn't look that bad, but as I mentioned before, the last time I flushed the system was about 4 or 5, maybe even more years ago. But this is pretty clear, and as you've seen before, it read minus 35 degrees Celsius. It won't do any harm, so why not do it to get the car ready for the season. So now I show you what happens if I open the radiator cap. Last time I did this, it was a mess. So what I'm draining here right now is just the radiator. Maybe a bit of the engine block too, but mostly it's just the radiator. And what I'm seeing here right now, what I gotta change to, is the sway bar bushings, left and right. They've been on my to-do list for far too long now. And as I was prepping for this job, I found new bushings I ordered a while back. So I need to do this pretty soon too. Draining the radiator took some time. So you can see me in the video mentioning it, I think about 2 or 3 times, that while the radiator is still draining, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. Don't know if you can see this. So as soon as the radiator is drained, I'm gonna drain hopefully the most out of the block. What else I'm gonna do is drain the heater core. So this hose comes from the back of the engine and runs into the heater core. This is the outlet, and under there somewhere is the inlet. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, this is the inlet. So I'm gonna pop out the inlet hose here and flush it with a garden hose. So I'm gonna pop out the upper hose. I guess this is gone. Where is it? Oh, I found it. Here we go. So, I guess the magnet is gone. Since this is still draining, I'm gonna get the reservoir tank out and flush this in the meantime. Let's get this one off. I could have done that before, but I didn't. It's easy as that. Come on. All right. So, it's the coolant reservoir tank. Oh, this is dirty. So this is drained and flushed and cleaned a bit. I'm gonna let it dry before I put it back in. That's almost done down there. No, still draining. I'm gonna flush the heater core in the meantime. I gotta get off this hose to the radiator from the heater core outlet, and this one from the inlet, and then I'm gonna flush it with the garden hose. So I'm opening up the heater core outlet hose to the radiator. Gotta twist it a little. And with a bit of luck, it comes loose. So let's hope for luck. Now, just a little bit more to get it out of the way. Oh yeah, here we go. So here's a vacuum hose I need to replace pretty soon. It's hard and cracked. This is why I put some electrical tape around it. So it came off pretty easy, so it can't be airtight. If you've got hose clamps, you could clamp this one, maybe too. But since I don't have those, I can't use them. I don't know which side is open or close, and guess it's normally close or open. We'll find out. So now the time has come to flush the heater core. You gotta watch out and use just a little of water, because too much pressure isn't that good for the system. There is nothing coming out. Okay, reverse flushing it is. Simple as that. Oh yeah. Doesn't look that bad either. I can still see it. Color. Okay, yeah. Now it's getting brownish. It's starting to clear up. Okay. Now it's clear water coming through. Now I want to reverse flush it, at least try it. I don't know if you can see this. This is what came out of the heater core. So reverse flushing. Now it's coming. But I can't see nothing. I just want to check the color of the water, so. Again, just a bit brownish. God, I'm making a mess here. But it's just water. Okay, it's starting to clear up. And it's clear water. Nice. I'm happy with that. So this is the brown soup. This is clear water coming out. And this is, I hope you can see it. Now it's closed, open, closed, open. Ah, look at that. There you can see it better. Closed, open, closed, open. This one first. This was my funnel, I think. Closing it. Okay. This is the water. I'm gonna close the radiator cup. Even if it's still draining, but my reservoir, my catch can is full. Can put this back on. This is tight. Now the reservoir tank. Yeah, I think it helps if I put it on the right way. So the other hose goes back on. Et voilà. Okay. So the last thing is draining the block. So we're draining the block is emptying this catch can. Sure, great. Now I want to drain the block, which means first I gotta close this with a zip tie. And second, I'm gonna open up the lower holes, pop it out, and yeah, hopefully I don't make a huge mess again. But probably yes. So let's start. So come on, little fella. Now it's closed. Okie dokie. Hopefully I can open this from here without losing the bit. Okay, I have to get the battery out. Now we're talking. Okay, now it is definitely coming off. This is the hose I'm trying to get off as good as possible. So be prepared for everything. Yep, I think we hit it. So now I'm pulling off the upper hose. The optimal solution would be to get off the water temperature valve, so there is no restriction in the water flow, but I don't have a seal at hand. I thought I had, but I didn't. Maybe I can push water through from this side. Do I have enough space? Yeah, could work. Let's try this. So maybe I have luck this time. I mean, it sounds better. Yeah, it's coming from the heater core. I'm trying to kink this to keep the water from flowing into the heater core. This is when I realized that I'm still pushing water through the heater core, even though I thought, at least, that the heater valve is closed. What I did is I kinked the lines and put a zip tie around it. That helped, but even then, no single drop of water is coming out on the upper hose. So one more time. If you're wrenching on your car or cars too, I think you can relate to this kind of mood you go through when you're struggling with some parts that won't work as you want them to work. It won't work. Fine. Okay, at least I drained most of it. Let's get everything back together and run the engine a bit. And that was really frustrating, since I wanted to get out all of the old coolant first, flush it again, and put in the new coolant. But yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So I refilled this big 20-liter bottle into smaller ones because they are way easier to handle. Okay, almost at the top. So what I'm gonna do now is start the engine, let this car warm up, and refill as it sucks up the coolant. When this is all done and I'm stopping the engine, just listen for the fine little sizzles of coolant dripping onto my engine. Okay, this wasn't fully closed. Another bit. Where is this leak coming from? Is the lower hose not seated right, maybe? Alright. No more leaks. That was a mess. So, I hope you liked seeing me struggling with flushing the coolant system. There is still some old coolant in it, still tap water mixed with the new coolant. So I have to flush it one more time and get all of this mixed fluid out and refill it with the new coolant and distilled water. Thank you so much for watching, for commenting, for liking my videos, for sharing them. Be sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to not miss any of my future videos. And as always, drive safe, take care and servus.